This crap strategy is called the cliffhanger. I'm not too sure about it. It seems very aggressive, but I've seen it on Casino Quest's YouTube channel. It's the guys from CG Dealer School, but they obviously do other games rather than roulette. Looks very aggressive. I thought I'd try it out with my $1,000 bankroll. A seven's just hit, so I'm going to jump in straight away. All I'm going to do is put $5 on all of these place bets. And if you're playing at the same table I am, you're going to have to turn off this feature, keep winning bets. So make sure that's toggled off. Because what's going to happen is when we hit a winning number, which we've just done, all of those returns, so $14, is going to move on to the next most likely to win, which is 9. So I'm going to put $14 on the 9. And the idea of this is to bring in all of the bets till you're on one cliffhanger, hit that and then leave. I think that's super dangerous way to play it, to be honest. We've actually just hit a really good one, right? So it returned $45. I'm going to get $45 on the 8. So 25. Actually, so this will be $50 in total, won't it? So actually, this is going perfectly so far. You hit 10, put all the money on 9, hit 9, then you put all the money on 8. I think you're asking for trouble if we just stay here until we hit all of the numbers. So I might get to a point where I don't know what I'll do. And it's the first time I'm actually playing this with my money at the table. But surely, if the goal is to knock all the numbers off, so you're asking for a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 all to land before a 7 rolls. If that does happen, we will make some seriously good money. But actually should have probably worked out the probabilities of that happening. I imagine they're very, very slim. So we'll give it a go. We'll see how close we can get. This is what our current setup is. So 8 is our best one. But I'm not even really too excited about hitting an 8 because then I'm going to have to hit a 6. And then I'm going to have to hit, well, we'll see what happens. Right, we've hit the 5. So the rule is it moves to the number that's most likely to win. So we're going to put $12 on the 6. Now, if this was to happen the other way, so for example, you hit all your numbers, but you still had a 4 left, there is absolutely no chance that I'm going to put $50 on 4. Because I'm just, well, just the probabilities of winning, you're obviously twice as likely to lose as you are to win. So I'm not too comfortable having those massive bets on the 4 and 10. Feeling not that bad having massive bets on the 6 and 8. We'll see. Maybe this can turn as a profit. If you're an aggressive guy and you just want to play with the casino's money, aka, and when I say the casino's money, obviously you're going to have to put your own money on the table first, but then all of your winnings get pressed onto the new numbers. So it's going well so far, but I'm certain that this will not work far more often than it does work. But then obviously the payouts are going to be quite considerable. Have a quick look at these last numbers rolled. So we missed that one, and then I think we got in right there, didn't we?
LeBron, Raymond, James. Guys, popular bets winner 6, 8, 9. Top number 6, 8, 9. Good luck to you, bones out.
Wow. Okay. Returns 108. I'm just going to put 100 on 6. I'll keep $8. 106. I've never had in my life $117 on a 6 place bet. So this only started with $5 across.
Of course, upsets can happen, of course, but if everything goes
we are $100 in profit, but Oh my goodness, we just hit a 6.
6 easy, 6 non for 6 non confirm 6.
$253. I am not putting $253 on 4. I'm really sorry. I'll put $50 on 4 just for the fun of it. But I am not putting $253 on 4. If it comes in, I could have had another $500. I could have had another $400, sorry, because it's missing $200, but no, I just can't do it.
Not turbo mode.
There we go. Good job I didn't.
What did I just say? Oh my. 7 out of 7, guys. Forget what I
Right.
said. Not turbo mode.
I played that absolutely perfect, if I do say so myself. $182 in profit. Let's try it again, because I'm sure that doesn't happen all of the time. And apologies if I am playing this cliffhanger wrong. I sort of skimmed through the video from Casino Quest just to sort of take the basic concept. There might be a rule where... No, we're out straight away. Let's try again. Like, they might also have a rule where, I don't know, you collect some profits after 2 numbers or something. But when I was looking at this, I was thinking, I mean, imagine how upset I would be if I put all of that money on a number 4 and then a 7 rolled, like it did. Let's give it another shot. So I'm going to need your help. What would you do in this situation? Now, obviously, you're all going to say, yeah, I wouldn't put money on the 4 either after you've seen a 7 roll. But if you came to the table with this, does it depend on what numbers are left? Like, I might have put those winnings on the number 8. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you want to start pocketing some money. So that return 12, we're going to move it over to the 8. All those returns onto the 8. And this is what our profit looks like. So obviously we all lose on a 7, and 8 is our best one for the time being.
The best perfume in the whole world in the summer is
5. So the start of that last sequence was actually as good as it can be. Let's put $12 on here. We literally went 10, 9, 8. So all that money just progressed along. Now, obviously, it's not going to be that good if you go 5, then 9, then 4, then 8, because your bets aren't going to get as big as we had them, despite having the same starting bet. That's good. 36. I'm going to put 35 on the number 8. So the great thing is with this, is you like to have bullets, don't you? Right, I've got $30. I'm going to play the cliffhanger. And I know when a 7 loses, I only technically lose $30 because the rest of it is the casino money. We've just hit 8. How much is this return? Where do I put it? 4 or 10? 112. Could split them up 50-50. I'm going to pocket some money, guys. Just going to put 25 here and 25 here. This is not the true cliffhanger, or I don't think it is. So I think I should have put $112 on either 4 or on either 10. I don't want to do that because it just seems like it's a good way to lose money. The 4 landed. I'm flying. That returned 84. What should I do? Should I go? I'm not putting $84 on the number 10. I'll put $50 on the number 10. This has worked out far better than I expected. So if this does lose, I'll have lost $80. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be reasonably boring because it's only a 10 wins and a 7 loses. So we could go on a roll that just does nothing for us. Let me have a look at these numbers here. Oops, not that one. So we went 9, 5, 6, 8, 4. Like, we hit all of them other than this 10. I mean, if we hit this 10, we'll be in massive profit. So if I was playing my regular strategy, either the iron cross or the inside numbers, I would not be at $300 profit. So the aggression here has worked. I'll kick myself a little bit if 10 lands because obviously, technically, if I'm following this to the T, I should have a lot more money on number 10.
You got 43 winners. If the devil don't come to me, blacks.
But call me a chicken. I'm quite happy with. Well, this is the money in the bank, 220, and obviously we got $80 on the table. So we're $300 up, but I'm willing to lose that $80.
What do you mean?
We lost that $80.
7 out 7.
That was still worked really, really well. $220 in profit. I think we'll do this one more time just to see how it works. So just go into the total bet $30. So you come to the table, you do this, and you know, right, if a 7 rolls, I only lost $30 of my own money. That $80 that I lost on the last spin,
Hopefully you had a wonderful session.
the vast majority of it was from the casino.
Right? Yo, single field. Go on away, pay the
So I'm just thinking, if I had played this whereby you don't leave until you've hit all of the numbers, we'd have been one number off twice. We would have still had that 4 on the table and lost, and it would have been a huge bet. And we'd have still had that 10 on the table and lost, and it would have been a huge bet. So I'm feeling quite proud of myself for not completely following this to the T and saying, right, I'm only leaving when 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 have all hit.
How are you doing today?
That returns $14. We're going to put it on the 9.
Hopefully you're having a good day, mate. Hopefully you're having a good day. Green walnut. That's a really creative name for you. Green walnut. I have never seen a green walnut. You must be the first one. Different from the other.
That's a 5, so we're going to move that $12 return onto the 6.
Like you are like physically a green walnut, or like your nickname is a green walnut. Power, race car driver. We got 43 winners.
Have a look at our.
Hey.
What's that time saver now here? I'm okay. I don't need to save any time. It's not that difficult to do this.
Like with the ladies.
So 9 and 6 are our biggest payouts.
When you're like in public,
We hit the 9. We're going to move it all over to the 5. All over to the 8.
Hey, walnut, your request is mine demand.
$45.
Centerfield 9, 69 winners.
So we've got $50 on number 8 now. $72 total bet.
Go to computer.
8's a big one. And the winnings go on to number 6. $5. We've already hit 5.
I got you. My man's aura is unmatched. Favour, Michael Jordan, not for 5.
So obviously it all depends on how it plays out, doesn't it? If 6 wins,
I once had a player,
then $19 gets added onto 8.
and I had,
If 8 wins, then $58 gets added onto 6.
So I know if I see on the monitor,
So you're going to have more money. That right? 58 plus 17, we're looking at 75. 19 plus 50, we're looking at 69.
You know what I mean? If you see it, I see it as well. Or if I see it, you also see it for sure. Because
Yeah, so you ideally want to hit those ones that have been pressed. Obviously. But that's how you're going to get these bigger bets. Because you could easily go, win 4, move it to the 5. Win 10, move it to the 9. Win 8, move it to the 6. And your bets aren't going to get that big, and you're not really going to get huge payouts.
And I call that result. Phone's out. And they say they didn't see the result and things like
Hit a
that.
10. We need the opposite side of that. We need a 4.
Front line winner 10, full goal 10. Okay, go on, paid line. And
The cliffhanger. Done really well. Wasn't expecting it to do that well, to be honest. I thought I'll have 10 bullets, lose $300, and go home and say, there's the video for you. But no, if you hit some streaks like this, you shoot into profit. I mean, look at that last one there. We were flying on. Right, we've hit a 6. So we're going to put $19 onto 8. Oh, no, I'm not. $36. So I'm going to put $35. So potentially ignore what I was saying before. I forgot. It's not just the profit, it's the
Hopefully
entire
everybody
thing.
saw
It's the base
Ronaldo
bet and the
scoring
profit.
the goal against Germany. Jess Jameson for 9. Duncan comes to 9. By the way, guys, remember.
So
But luck. 6-day winners. Let's have some fun.
this 8 has $80 on the no, it's not. It's got $90 on the no, it's got $85 on the table. Can't even see. And then $99 profit. So it's going to return $185 basically. And there's no chance of putting $185 on number 4. 6. We've already hit a 6. So I have pocketed tiny amounts as we've gone along. Like, what did the 6 return? Something like $36. I pocketed $1 and put the rest on 8. Another 6. It's been a nice roll. Like any strategy, there's obviously not the dark side, is doing okay here. 5, 9, 5, 10, 6, 9, 6, 6.
Good luck. Katarina Cappuccina.
We just need 4 or 8.
72 winners.
Guys, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun and play the hard ways just because we're waiting for 6 and 8. So a hard 8 would be fantastic.
Beat them all. What? What is that last name? I don't know what it means. Good luck, guys. Bones out. 4 is the 4th. I'll draw 4.
We hit the 4. That's the small one. So we're going to put $14. All right, we'll put it all on 8. That was an easy 4, which is annoying. $14. We got $99 on number 8. So this is actually the true way to do it.
Guys, follow the bets. 8, 6.
Where am I?
8, 5,
Here,
9,
$133.
6, 8, 9.
Oh! Again, one number left, and then the 7 rolled.
Mr. Numbers,
Honestly, if I was playing this the real way, I'd have been fuming because I wouldn't have made any profit. So that is the cliffhanger. Thanks to Casino Quest for showing us that. $185 in less than 20 minutes. Quite happy. Guys, let me know if you like this strategy, and I'll see you in the next video.